Ciao Bella! Welcome to Bellauncinettocrafts. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I'm going to take a moment because this hotel room stays hot or cold, and when I was like, oh, I'm going to film, got all my stuff together, I was like, oh, I'm hot. Now I'm cold because I sat down and I'm still. So let me get this on. And I hope that you are all having a great day, whatever day it is that you're watching this. I am still in the hotel. Hopefully that will be changing soon. There has been some progression. Nothing definitive, of course. Let me see if I can get that glare off my glasses. Yeah, maybe that's a little better. Okay. So, there has been some progression, but nothing definitive. So, here we are, just waiting. But that's not why you're here, although life updates are nice. This is a WIPS, FOS, and FAQs video. So, what have I been doing while I've been working in the hotel? So, I did bring some yarn with me, of course, and I have also made some yarn purchases. Not the smartest thing, but anyway, sorry you guys, I'm a little stressed, so trying to make everything fall into place. And I've got a million things going on in my mind at once. But I have been crocheting. It's been one thing to keep me occupied when I have a little bit of downtime, but also when things get super stressful, or if I'm waiting in the car line, because that's been happening a lot, I have something to do because the car line takes forever. So, I don't have everything with me, but I do have pictures of most things. So as I'm talking about them, I'm going to pop them up. So you'll see some items and then you'll see pictures of some items. 2 items that I have worked on you will not see. I will talk about them, but you will not see. One that I will go ahead and talk about is the Lether Collection blanket. I did put in August and September. So I am waiting on October's box, and then I will put in October's box and share that with you. I think I put my sweater on backwards, you guys. I did. I put it on backwards. Now I have to fix it because I realized that it's backwards, and I don't want it to be backwards. So now I have to fix it and make it not backwards. So I did put in both of those months, and it's growing beautifully, you all. I am very excited about it, and hopefully you guys will get to see that again soon. The next thing that I worked on is a set of something else that I'm going to show you, but it is for someone, and they know they're getting it, but I've done something to it, and I don't want to show them because that'll ruin the surprise. So, I have been obsessed with making these slippers. Now, they don't look like much, and I'll pop up some pictures. I did take some pictures of me wearing them, like, out in the grass when I first made them. But these are by a, I don't want to say it wrong. Let me get my phone, and I'll tell you. But it's a company out of Washington State, and I was looking for something to do with this particular yarn. Okay, so it's Church Mouse Yarns and Tees, and they are out of Washington State. They are on Bainbridge Island. And I'll put a link in the description box below for the company. And this is a free pattern, but I had some Rowan yarn with me. Something, when I was packing it all up, something said, keep this with you. So I was like, okay, I'll keep it with me. And then I was like, well, now that I have it, what am I going to do with it? So I was looking up things to make, because it's cotton, things to make with cotton yarn. And I decided that I wanted to make these slippers when I saw them. They are absolutely gorgeous. In the pattern, oh, I don't have the pattern with the, I have a picture of it though. In the pattern, they are blue. So this is what they look like in the pattern. And there is a red, see if I can blow that up a little bit. There's a red version in there as well. So I made myself a brown pair, and while I was working on them, I just so happened to have some red, and someone who really, really likes the color red was like, ooh, I'd like a pair of those. And I was like, well, it's just sitting here. I can make you a pair. The only problem that I have is I think that my tension was not wildly different, but it was different enough to make a difference, if that makes sense. So I think one of them is going to fit well, and one of them is going to be snug. That's not the case with these, but I crochet really tightly anyway. So I was trying to loosen up on my tension for this other pair that I was making. And I think one wasn't loose enough. I don't know. We'll see. If anything, they can just say they have these wonderful slippers. Especially because of what I did to them. Now, that is an FO and my blanket. Then I'm actually working on another pair. I'm working on another pair. Now these are a little bigger. These are going to be more like shoes. Like I can put socks on with them. Because I say that because I am working with, I'm going to get all the yarn out here. I'm working with multiple strands of yarn. Here's the other one. I am working on the other one for the pair. But I'm using sock yarn. This is Cozy Toes in the color Timberland Coast. And one of these has, and probably will make both slippers. And I do have another one just in case. However, I did not initially buy enough of these two colors. This is one of the Yarn Bee packs. I'm trying to see where I put it. I think I put it over here. Just a moment. Maybe. Maybe not. Hold on. I did. Alright, you guys. So, this is the pack that I'm using the other two colors out of. This is called Fridays in Florence. This is a 2-weight yarn, and these are 1-weight yarns. So this is a 1 superfine, 60% acrylic, 20% wool, 20% nylon. All total, you have 630 yards. So I thought that it would be enough initially to make both of them, but I didn't realize how big it was going to be. Now, I followed the pattern. I did not, has the same number of rows as the pattern. I did not increase anything. Now, in the red pair that I made, I did increase because I was increasing shoe size. So I did increase the number of rows there. But you can tell these are going to be significantly bigger. But it's the same pattern. But I'm using 3 strands of yarn for it. I have not woven in my ends. But when you turn it right side out, you get that lovely detail on the back. So that's how you can, you know, the different sides. But I had to go buy more of this yarn, or these would be finished already. But I did not have enough, so I ended up having to buy a whole nother pack. Thankfully, both times that I bought them, the yarn was on sale. So there's that. This, I didn't tell you all the things. It is sock yarn. It is a number 2. It's 93% acrylic, 7% polyester. And all of these are from Hobby Lobby. So I am using the recommended hook size, which is a 3.75 millimeter. And then for the edging around the top, you use a 3.5. And you do like every, skip every 4th stitch, just so that the top doesn't stretch out more than the rest of the slipper. So there's those. And then, in the midst of all of that, I went ahead and did my Jada in Stitches September square. I have not done the October square yet, but I did do the September square, the basket weave. So there is that. And I really enjoyed doing this pattern, the basket weave pattern. Of course, I don't particularly care for the top color, but I chose the yarn. I knew what colors were in there when I chose it. So this is going to be a hodgepodge blanket anyway, because it's going to be all of these squares put together. Now, I have the other squares completed, but they all have this tail, and that's so that I know where the top is. So when I'm putting it down, I'm like, okay, there's the top of the square. I still have to do October square. I believe I have enough yarn with me to do October square, but I am using the Mandala Ombre Happy, and I have the band here, but it came, I say I have the band, I may not have the band. It came out of the band because it was getting too small. I do, I have it right here. I was like, it's in here somewhere. So this is the colorway, so you can see all of the colors that are in the cake. But there is no yellow in the cake. So I am using, for my border, where'd my tiny ball go? I am using the Caron 1 pound in the color Sun. It's either Sunshine or Sunflower. I want to say Sunshine, but it could be Sunflower. I could be wrong. But this is what I have left. Because originally I was doing it for another project, and this is what I have left. So this will, I know, get me through October square. And then I have enough, I haven't seen the pattern, but I believe I have enough to do October square with this. And this is, of course, from Jada in Stitches, the Totally Tunisian crochet along that she's doing for 2022. I will link that up here if it hasn't already flashed, and down below. And then, oh, yes, we're going to get into the things that I have finished but no longer have. I did a laptop cover and a tissue holder for someone here in the hotel. They asked me if I could make those things. And the tissue cover, I follow the Jada in Stitches pattern. So I'll put, I don't know what order the pictures are going to come up in, but I'll try to remember to put the tissue holder first. Because I did follow that pattern, and it's a tutorial. I'll put the link down below. The other one that I did, the laptop cover, it was not a pattern. I literally just took the dimensions of the laptop and I used the basis for how I made the hooves of the Highland Coos that I have created. And that's how I created the bottom part to go across. And then, so basically you do your chain and you single crochet down one side. You'll put 2 or 3, depending on how big the corner is that you want, in that last stitch, and then crochet down the other side, and that forms like a ridge. So it kind of goes like this, and then you can crochet in the round up from there. And so I literally just took the dimensions of the laptop and did that. Now, the yarn that I used for that was a yarn that I got from the lovely Sherry Caffian. She took us yarn shopping one day in Zoom, and I got some recycled denim yarn, but it was in a coral color. Now, I do have it, but I don't know where it is right now. I think it's over there somewhere, but honestly, it would take me longer to find it, and this video is already 16 minutes. So, but it is a very pretty, the picture will pop up, but I wanted to show you, I still have a couple of hanks left of it. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about is the Turbulent Sky Shawl. I finished it, you all. I finished it. And that picture will be up here. And it fits really nicely around my neck. I am a little worried about the yarn on the end, just because when I was crocheting with it, well, not crocheting with it, but when I was getting ready to ball it up, I had it around my neck and I was winding it, and then I went to wash my face for the night, and there was all this red on my neck, and I was like, why is there red on my neck? Why is there red on my neck? And then I was like, oh yeah, the yarn. So just in moving it around to ball it up, it got on, it dyed my neck. So I'm just worried, like, if it gets wet or something like that. So I do have to block it because it is a little wavy. But I'm worried that when I do, the red will bleed. So we'll see. But it is very beautiful. It's a wonderful tutorial. Spring did a great job. I will link Spring up here somewhere, and then down below the Turbulent Skies crochet along. If you're interested, please do go check it out. She does talk about in the very beginning video of how it can be made in multiple weights. So if a number 1 weight is not your jam, then you can go all the way up to a 3 weight, I believe, and still be fine with the pattern. So there is that. Oh, that's not it, you guys. That's not it. I don't have a picture of this item either, but I did make a basket and some face scrubbies with this yarn. I had it sitting here to remind me, but I didn't take a picture of it because it was for someone, and I didn't take a picture of it. But it is in the Hobie 8/4 cotton. I used 3 strands, and it is the purple, light blue, and gray. Let's see if I can get that to show up for you guys. Maybe not. I think it's focusing on my, there, maybe. So I did make a small basket and 2 face rounds so that they would have something for, and it's just someone who is in here, who's here in the hotel. Sorry, excuse me. I'm very tired. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys an update and let you all know what was going on. And hopefully there will be some movement soon so that I can get out of here while this hotel is lovely. Been here for almost 2 months now, and I'm very, very tired of a bed that's very uncomfortable. And all the noises in the middle of the night. It's not loud, it's not a lot, but once I'm awake, I don't go back to sleep very well. So it has to be quiet and stay that way. Anyway, enough of my business. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please comment below what your favorite was. Please, please, please check out the pattern for the slippers. They have some amazing things. I have another pattern for a bag that I'm going to be making. It was a free pattern as well, so I'm excited about that. And be on the lookout for the pair of slippers that is going somewhere else. Maybe they'll show them, maybe they won't. But if they do show them, be ready for the surprise, because it's a pretty good one. All right? Take care, you all. As always, please be the change you wish to see in the world. Ciao bella!